Well, hi folks, just a bit of a roundup again. I'll just start off at home again on my window ledge. I've got a few courgettes started off, cucumbers and stuff like that, squashes, and then just a few bits and pieces like that. They'll be good planted out in the polytunnel in I would say within a week or so. So I'll just show you my giant pumpkins and marrows. And these are the boys. Managed to, well, I had a few seeds left over, probably too bright, the sun's shining in. Some seeds from a £1,391 pumpkin there, and one from a £1,694 pumpkin that's just coming through. So I said I'd never do it again, but I'm going to give it one more go to try and grow a giant pumpkin. I'll never get it anywhere near that. If I get £150 I'll be happy. These are some more giant marrows, £125 one and a £95 one, and these are the ones from my own biggest last year, £60. 65 pounder, so I've got plenty to go at. So we'll just nip up to the plot and have a look how things are going over there. Just have a quick look at greenhouse before I go up to the plot. This is the other half at greenhouse. The other guy's planted his tomatoes out now. Obviously nothing much has happened because it's only been a week. I bought a couple of cucumbers off the market, some of these little mini ones, so they're only 60p. So yeah, everything's taken well. All chilies and peppers, tomatoes seem to have grown a foot in last week. They're going to need caning up in a bit. Peppers, so like I say, not a lot's happened. Got my first flowers on though, so that's good. And with that, beefsteaker. So things are happening fast. We'll just nip up to the plot now and see what's going on up there. Well, hi folks, here we are up at the plot. I'll start off on this year's pumpkin patch. It's a bit sunny and shady and shadowy. So this is this year's pumpkin patch. It's been taken over by these creeping thistles actually, but I'll get rid of those. It's just, I've dug some big pits. This is another big pit I've dug, filled it full of horse smoke, so it should be plenty rich enough. Like I say, these creeping thistles, they come from blooming horrible farmland over there, under the wall. Not a thing I can do about it. I'm going to have to weed kill them. So these are these two big pits I've dug, really full of rich stuff. So it should give them a head start. So that's the pumpkins bit. Right, we'll just, ow my knee. It's going to be a bit shadow ridden tonight. Anyway, these are my onions. Really chuffed with these now. They've really picked up. My overwintering ones, I got a first lot in, and then I put a second lot in. I thought, why not bang another lot in? And they're doing really well now. They're starting to bulk up. Now that it's got a bit sunnier and warmer. This is where I had my purple sprouting broccoli. I just dug it all over now. I'm going to plant my leeks in there. These are my shallots. All split up now, try and get out my shadow out of the way. That's the spring onions I planted the other day in the last video. And then a bit of kale. And this is my marrow patch for this year. Again, got these blooming thistles, but I've just spot weeded those with glyphosate, and they're all dying now. Just give them a quick little squirt. And they've died, so we'll just nip up over into the next bit. It's the second bit now. All my poppies are coming up and my irises. Now that it's warming up, it's been that sunny, I've had to put my shade net on again in my tunnel so things don't boil. Third pumpkin patch, big lump that I used to grow flowers in, just filled it full of horse muck again and we'll give it a go. Show potatoes are just starting to come through. What do you call it? Rhubarb. Rhubarb, this is the second one that didn't go to seed. It's coming up now, it's a nice red one, but it's not so big. And then this is the first one that went to seed. Then it's just, someone's eating it now, so I haven't got a clue what it is. No idea. I don't know whether you can hear that bird. Oh, there it is, hang on, I'll try and get it. If someone can identify it by its sound. It's here every night, and it just does that. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Anyway, enough of that. Zoom back out again. Carrots outside in... Shadows in play, innit? Carrots outside in the boxes. Doing okay. The old bluebells out now. Bluebells out. Just show you my potatoes, they're all coming up now. Shadows just in the way of everything tonight. So there, my spuds need earthing up a bit now, just top the pots up a bit. They're all at different sort of stages because they're all different varieties, but we've had no frost really to speak of, so they've not had any problems. Garlic's all up now. It was a bit patchy at the start, if you remember, but they're all up now and they're all doing okay. I'll nip over this side, see if it's any better. That wind will probably get it. This is where I planted my lettuces at. I put this over just for a bit of windbreak actually, nothing else, because it's been that windy. A few blew away, so I replanted a few more. These are the cabbages, Savoys and Greyhound. Doing okay, slugs haven't got them, nothing else, so they're okay. This is the summer sprouting purple broccoli, new one for me, that apparently doesn't need the colder winter to make it start sprouting, it just does it in the same season. And then finally outside, the gutter grown peas. As you can see, they're absolutely romping away now, starting to climb up the sort of chicken wire netting. So we'll just nip into Polytunnel now and I'll show you all my exhibition stuff and my giant onions. Right then folks, into Polytunnel now. I planted out my climbing French beans, Cobra. If you look, there's only 5. You think, God, that's too many, that's not enough, is it? Well, believe me, I'll get at least, I would say, £10 off each one in a Polytunnel. They just go ridiculous. So 5 for me is plenty, it makes you sick of beans. There's my leeks in the polystyrene tub. Doing okay, they'll probably be ready to go out in about 2 weeks. A couple of spare lettuces that were surplus to requirements outside. Just planted them in my Polytunnel just to give them a quick boost. These are the rocket potatoes in tubs. They have actually flowered now, and the flowers have dropped off. If I show you there, the flowers have dropped off. So I'm watering them like anything, and I reckon they'll should be ready to tip out in about 2 weeks, or just before June. I'll try and get a crop in May. I'll do a potato reveal. And then these are these carrots I grew in a pot just for a laugh, just early. And as you can see, we've got some carrots ready. They're not massive, they're about as thick as my thumb. Need topping up, but for a quick crop, you can't beat it. These are my shallots from seed again that I rave about. They really need to go in. I'll probably plant those tomorrow. Now I've got a day off, it's been too windy to plant. So they really need to go in. And then giant onions, some in pots, doing amazingly well. I'll show you a bit of perspective in a minute to show you how sort of big they actually are. Show carrots, absolutely flying along. So no problems with those at all. 2 boxes for some different shows. Long carrots, not as big, but we'll see how they get on. Another barrel of those. Another couple of giant onions. Right, then we'll get on to my show onions, my exhibition ones now. That I've grew under lights from like December time. Just take these dead leaves off. Now I couldn't be more pleased with these, to be honest. Getting huge big leaves on, nice and thick, and they all look pretty similar in size, which is what you want. If I can get those to about maybe £5 if I'm lucky, but £4 will do. They should be great for showing. And then these are those daft carrots I was talking to you about, saying I just want to grow some huge giant carrots, and look at leaves on them already, 18 inches tall. And I did have a scrat about, and they're about that round on top already, so I just put loads of fertiliser in and all sorts of stuff just to make them mutantly big. Don't care if they've got 8 legs, it's just the pure size I'm after. And then finally I'll just give you a bit of perspective on the onion size. That's another one I've got, that's one of my giant ones, and that's a can of beer, and there are the leaves. So it's always been my dream to grow a £10 onion. Managed a £9 10 ounce last year. So who knows, if we don't get a red hot summer, which is not what we want really, I might manage it this year. So anyway, that's about just a bit of a quick roundup. Oh, hang on, these are my spare plants I just keep back just in case something goes catastrophically wrong. I can't speak now. Outside, just keep a few back, and then I'll plant them if they get eaten. If not, I'll just give them away. So that's about it, folks, I think. Just a quick roundup. Things should really start flying along now that it's warmed up a bit. So that's about it, folks. See you later.